NF, MGK, Who I Was. This is a collab I did not see happening. And I'm extremely happy that it did. I just feel like they could come together and make such a dope song because they both can get down on some real shit. I'm always curious when he does a collab with people if they're going to swear or if they're not going to swear. I don't think he asks them not to, but I'm just always wondering if they realize he doesn't and if they'll try to position themselves to not swear because of that, or if they're just like, well, I'm just going to do me regardless. You know what I'm saying? So you never know.
Stuck in traffic, trying to find my way to a home that I've never known on a GPS with no address, so I'll follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's ashes in the back of the rental after I dropped his urn. Probably a metaphor for everything I've learned, like how the only love I'll...
Hold up.
Traffic, trying to find my way... Yeah. Alright, turn my vocal up, and then just let it run. Stuck in traffic, trying to find my way to a home that I've never known on a GPS with no address, so I'll follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's ashes in the back of the rental after I dropped his urn. Probably a metaphor for everything I've learned, like how the only love I'll have is gonna crash and burn, or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told is that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead to hell, a star to lead me through the darkest night like Christian Bale.
See, I don't know why people don't like him, bro. I like MGK. I'm gonna let my man start one more time. This shit fire, bro. I love MG. I just think that he does it so well, and I like that we got this. I like this.
Yeah. All right, turn my vocal up, and then just let it run. Stuck in traffic, trying to find my way to a home that I've never known on a GPS with no address, so I'll follow my heart, but my heart is scattered like my father's ashes in the back of the rental after I dropped his urn. Probably a metaphor for everything I've learned, like how the only love I'll have is gonna crash and burn, or how the poorest I felt was after the most I've earned. The biggest lie told is that no one should be concerned. There's gotta be another highway that don't lead to hell, a star to lead me through the darkest night like Christian Bale. I hid from God for more than 2 decades of life, and when I came back to the light, he didn't ask me if I'm Christian still, just opened up his arms and embraced me like I'm his son, erasing all the archetypes of what people like me become. Since I was young, my personality split like serpent's tongue, but all the poison in my body still ain't make me numb.
I like how he put that part in there. He's like, I avoided God for 2 decades. And that actually makes MGK like one of the perfect people to be on a song with NF, because now he's saying that I've kind of reopened my position on that, and I've tried to have that connection now. And he didn't sit there and ask me, like, are you a Christian? He didn't judge me. He didn't nothing. Just open arms. Like, I'm embraced. And obviously this is all like, it's not like an actual situation. Obviously, we know that. But, like, it's just a great way of putting it. Because I've always kind of felt that way, right? And it depends on who you talk to that has the belief in God and religion and stuff. Because some people will like, you're a sinner, you're da-da-da. But then there's other people that I feel like follow it the way that it's meant to, where it's like, hey, listen, God gets it. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that would make way more sense, right? Like, if God created man, and I get that he gave us free will, but then it's just like, oh, when you do something wrong, like, I'm just going to punish you. I just feel like that wouldn't make sense, right? Like, if it's an overpowering being that created everything and the existence and all this stuff, I feel like if he gave someone free will and gave it, like, it's to let you figure it out, right? And so if you take a long time to figure it out, or if you do whatever, and I'm just saying that theoretically, if this was all real, because I can't say one way or the other, but you would assume that person would be okay with you fucking up. Like, they would almost want you to, so you can learn, so you can gain the experience, and then make that full circle back to where you're meant to be and have a great understanding of it because of everything that you've been through. And now you know what I'm saying? Like, that would make more sense than it's just like, you have to be perfect. If you sin, I've got you, you're going to hell. I just don't know why people try to push it in like this. Like, some people are very weird about that. I don't know. I've come across some very odd people that just, the way that they kind of promote it to you is just, it just seems very convoluted. But then there's people that are just like, hey, listen, you do what you got to do. He understands. You're going to mess up. You might not believe. You might not, but like, these are all possibilities that he allowed us to have. These thoughts that he allowed us to have, you know what I'm saying, for a reason. And I like that approach better. I think that it makes more sense.
Christian Bale. I hid from God for more than 2 decades of life, and when I came back to the light, he didn't ask me if I'm Christian still. Just opened up his arms and embraced me like I'm his son, erasing all the archetypes of what people like me become. Since I was young, my personality split like serpent's tongue, but all the poison in my body still ain't make me numb. I lost a best friend and felt all that, crying on his open casket while I knelt on that. I had a best man picked out for my wedding, but instead of getting married, I carried guilt and left all that. A vagabond that broke a bond for Boca Raton, who all along regretted he never kept all that. I left everything behind but this engagement ring and a frozen heart. I'm standing in the fire to melt all that, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm really curious to see what NF brings to this track now. What up, Ojara Man? Ojara Man. Did I say that right? I think I said that right. Ooh, little beat switch, okay. All right.
Yeah. Last show. Need to take a breath and calm down. Try to regulate, don't know how. Wasn't taught that in my house. Kids on my own, I step back. Look at those smiles and feel sad. Hope they don't wind up like that. Stuck in this loop like I am. I called you, never heard back. After everything we've been through, the good and the bad, you about to throw it all away and overreact. Because I overreacted, karma, I guess. My temper gets the best of me, a part of me that I wish I knew how to get rid of. It's an issue I had. My MO say I need you and I love you to death, then turn around and go and treat you like you nothing but trash. I know I messed that part up. I know.
I know I messed that part up, but hold on, I want to go back. I like that shit was dope. That switch up in the beginning.
Called you, never heard back. After everything we've been through, the good and the bad, you about to throw it all away and overreact. Because I overreacted, karma, I guess. My temper gets the best of me, a part of me that I wish I knew how to get rid of. It's an issue I had. My MO say I need you and I love you to death, then turn around and go and treat you like you nothing but trash. I know I messed that part up. I know. Yeah, I know. Sometimes I lash out, need to take a breath and calm down.
I feel
Try
that.
to regulate, don't know how.
I feel
Wasn't
that.
taught that in my house. Kids on my own, I step back.
See, that's another thing that people don't realize, right? Like he said, I was never taught to do that in my house. Yo, the parenting and the raising that you get, it's so detrimental to what's going to become of you as you go on in life. You know what I'm saying? Now, thankfully, in a situation like NF's, he's dealing with a lot of issues, but at least as far as like being a good person, he seems to be that. And I only say seems because I don't know him personally. I'll never say somebody that I've never met in person and spent time with them is an amazing person, because I don't know. But based on what I can see and what we've been shown to us, and he seems like a great guy, just deals with a lot of shit. Now, on the flip side, sometimes people go through some stuff like that where they're not taught proper things and they only see the aggressive way to go about life. They only see the negative side. They only see people that are clearly miserable with their life, and they kind of pass that on to their kids and not think that that's what they're doing in the moment. But in all reality, you're literally nurturing people up to go out and be assholes in the world. And you don't even like, it's like you don't even acknowledge that. And the kids go out into the world and they're assholes. And later in life, they may come to the conclusion through maybe therapy or people just having a tough time being around them that maybe it was because of their upbringing. And this is why they're this way. But at that point, it's so hard to change. Like, it's been ingrained in you. You've kind of become this certain person. And so to adapt later, it's just very tough. And I don't feel like a lot of people successfully do it.
Look at those smiles and feel sad. Hope they don't wind up like that. Stuck in this loop like I am.
That was another, yeah. This whole, I mean, did we ever think that NF was going to miss in the first place? Probably not, but this shit was dope. I like him and MGK on this song. They have very different styles in the way that they approach rapping and stuff, but I feel like they both talk about very real topics and have gone through some very real shit, right? And so in that sense, it's the perfect track because you got a mesh of styles, which is cool, but you also have very coherent and cohesive topics. And I love that. So this one was dope. Definitely here for this one.